So what is copywriting? And more importantly to you, if you want to make more money as a copywriter or get into copywriting or want to convert more sales as an online marketer, what isn't copywriting? That sounds like an odd question, right? It sounds odd, but believe you me, it is important. And the answer to that question can help make a big impact on your bank account and your career. I'm here to answer it for you today. My name is John Benson. I'm here to help make you unignorable, and this is Sales Copy Secrets. Welcome back. And today we're talking about what copywriting is and what it isn't, and why that's so important for you as a copywriter and a marketer to understand the clear-cut definition of copywriting. And all my videos are packed full of sales copy and copywriting tips to help make you a better copywriter, get you started in copywriting, help improve your online marketing sales, and just make you a better person overall. Cool? So I want you to do me a favor. I want you to watch this video all the way to the end, and I'll tell you why. Because I asked. That should be reason enough, okay? Defining copywriting sounds like, it's copywriting 101, look it up in a dictionary, but it's not. There are so many little distinctions that I'm gonna point out throughout this video. They're dripped like honey throughout this video. And you need to check it out, because otherwise you're just gonna miss out on all the sweet stuff. So you need to watch it all the way to the end, plus it helps the algorithm, cool? All right, let's dive into what copywriting is not. Copywriting has nothing to do with trademarking. For crying out loud, I think half the people I meet in public, when they say, what do you do? Well, I'm a copywriter. They go, oh, you work at the patent office.
D.
0, 3.
0.
3.
Yeah, they think I'm the guy responsible for that little circle C you see everywhere, or, or God forbid, I work for the government. Okay, so let's get that out of the way, because we pretty much know that's not what we do, right? However, you know what copywriting also is not? It is not the Mad Men of the world. It is not all about writing ads or coming up with hooks, although that is a part of copywriting, and it's one that's actually quite cool, one that's very complicated, or at least it can be, and one that I do teach a lot about, which is hook creation, big idea creation. But if you remember the television show Mad Men, and even if you don't remember Mad Men, it was a great show about 1950 era ad writers and what they were going through to create campaigns for these various different brands.
You've enlisted my expertise and you've rejected it to go on the way you've been going. I'm not interested in that.
And what the almost as handsome as me, but not quite Don Draper would often do is come up with these really cool, catchy taglines or these headlines or these campaign ideas for these ads, and he'd present them with his dapper self. And like I said, that is an element of copywriting, but it's such a small element. I remember watching Mad Men with my girlfriend at the time going, oh, what an easy job these guys have. They only have to come up with the hook. We have to come up with the hook. We have to come up with the story. We have to come up with the script. We have to come up with everything as copywriters. We have it harder than the Madison Avenue guys. Simply put, copywriting is more labor intensive than just creating ads and hooks and big ideas. Now, copywriting is also not writing, as in writing a blog or writing an article or, God forbid, writing a book. When I wrote my first book, Fit Over 40, I thought for sure I could write copy because I just wrote a 306-page book, right? Wrong. I was terrible. I was a terrible copywriter because these are different skill sets. Same thing goes for articles. You do not need to be persuasive in an article. Well, I guess you do to some degree, but you can just do an article based on basic journalism if that still exists today somewhere. If it does, let me know where. But you can definitely get by with far less persuasive skills than you can when you have to write even an email, even a small little email as a copywriter. So far less persuasive skills, and you got to use grammar, which sucks. Let me tell you what this isn't also. This is not a grammar exercise. You are not here to impress your 6th grade grammar teacher. In fact, she will be horrified by you, all right? Because we start sentences with and we will end sentences in the middle of a sentence. So copywriting is not about fancy sentence structure or perfect grammar by any stretch of the imagination. Hell, I don't even spell certain words right on purpose. That's how off we are from the traditional English sense of the word writing. So what the hell is copywriting? Okay, I'm gonna give you my definition, which is the only correct definition, and you will believe that, otherwise you are banned from the channel. Copywriting is the creation of words meant to sell, persuade, and secure the attention of your specified avatars. Oh, there's a lot to unpack there, much more than you may realize, so let's dive in. Okay, the first part is the creation of words. That's pretty self-evident and pretty simple. It's even more simple if you have software like CopyPro or now VSL that creates a lot of the words for you. But those words you're creating can't just lay there. They need to move your prospect in a specified direction. Like I said, you're not writing to please yourself. You're not writing to yourself. One of the biggest problems I see with copywriters is they think they are the avatar. You think that you're supposed to be writing to yourself, to persuade yourself, to talk to yourself. Wrong, wrong. You're supposed to be persuading your avatar. You are not your avatar. Rarely are you your avatar. I'll put it that way. Or I'll put it another way. You should never try to be your avatar, even if you are. You should get out of your own head so that you can write to your avatar to speak their language, not yours. You're not writing poetry. You're not writing Shakespeare. You are writing to move. Now, you can move people in many directions. You can move people away from your offer or product or service, and that is bad, and you won't last long as a copywriter. Or you can move people toward the offer, and that is a good thing. However, this is kind of similar to moving a horse close to water, and you know the old saying, you can move a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? Well, I got news for you, pal. Your job as a copywriter isn't merely to move your prospect, but to compel them to drink from the fountain of your offer. And that brings us to our next definitional point of copywriting: to sell, persuade, and or secure attention. Sell, persuade, secure attention. Selling is obvious. I mean, you get points in the game of copywriting when you hear the cash register ring. You know, like, it's not just getting angels, right? You hear the ringing of the bell, some angel gets his wings. Well, when you hear the ringing of a cash register, some copywriter gets all excited and hot and bothered. The problem is this is where most copywriters stop. Once they get that initial sale, they're happy, but that's where the A-listers are just getting started. I mean, let's do this mental exercise, okay? I can sell you pretty much anything if I included as a bonus to whatever I was selling something that would cure blank, and I would put in that blank a disease that starts with C and is a zodiac sign. Now, of course, I would never say that, nor would I ever try to do something that despicable, but there are copywriters that come damn close to being that despicable with how they promote their offers. They're giving away the moon. They're giving away these insane bonuses and promises that they can't possibly fulfill, and yet that's driving sales. Is that a good thing? Well, John, the cash register rings. Yeah. But will it ever ring again? Hell no, it won't ring again. Your phone may ring with complaints. I mean, you might get a call from the Better Business Bureau, but you can say anything it takes to make a sale, but that's where it will end, and that's not what you do as a copywriter. You know what I call that? I call that type of copywriting ransom note writing, because you may be making some money, but you are also making an enemy. So to be specific, your job as a copywriter is to sell and or persuade so that you set up for a future sale, and or secure the attention of a specified set of people without resorting to lies or needless exaggerations. And my friend, that is not easy to do. And that is why A-listers get paid a lot of money. And that is why you are watching this channel. So let's break that down some more. Your job is to create words that compel a sale, not coerce a sale. Massive difference. Compelling taps into your avatar's hopes, dreams, visions of who they are and who they want to be, core values, their history. In other words, you have to know the freaking avatar. You have to know who you're selling to. So your job, first and foremost, is to know thy avatar. There will be some videos on how to do that in the future, but for now, do some research. Know this person inside and out. Only then can you speak in a manner that will compel someone to take action rather than bribe them or coerce them to do so. And from there, you just rinse and repeat, because believe you me, you'll be doing a lot of repeating. In other words, these will become people that will buy from you over and over and over again, hence doing your true job as a copywriter. But as you probably gathered, not every encounter ends that way unless you're me, and every person that ever visits any website I've ever written always buys. That's not true. I wish it was. So we tap into our next possibility of that encounter, and that is to persuade. And this is where your potential customer walks away saying, not quite ready to buy yet. Didn't quite get me, but that's pretty damn interesting. And what that means is over time, over exposure, hearing more and more from you, eventually they'll probably buy. And lastly, if we can't sell, and we can't even persuade very well, the least we can do is secure the prospect's attention. So to learn more about that, be sure to watch my video on pattern interrupts. It is below in the description. That is essential viewing. That is vital viewing. You have to understand that to even know what I'm talking about securing attention rather than just getting attention. As a brief reminder, securing attention involves using word techniques like NLP or neuro-linguistic programming, hypnotic induction, pacing, juicy verbs, captivating benefits, narrowing the solution to one possibility, and much more, all to create a near irresistible urge to continue reading or watching. So, does that sound hard? Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, that's why we get paid a lot of money. But guess what? You're on this channel to learn how to do each and every one of those things. So bravo for you. And you don't have to use all those techniques. I mean, hell, if you just get the benefits in the right order and the right construction, you are halfway home. And for your convenience, I've put the benefit video below so you can watch it after this one. Really want you to dive into that because it's going to give you essential training on probably the most important thing you can learn as far as constructing copy that initially compels and secures attention. And I'll also put my Persuasion Challenge series link down there so you can watch all the videos because I know you want to. Let's face it, you do, yeah. Finally, and perhaps the most important definition of copywriting that I've ever come up with is as follows. Copywriting is the art of one-to-one persuasion in a one-to-many environment. This means your prospect will feel as if you created a message specifically for them. I want you to go through your copy and ask yourself, does this sound like it was written to one person? If it doesn't, remove any references to groups or lists or anything that would make someone feel like it's not directed at them, meaning it's one-to-one communication, even though you are technically communicating one-to-many. All right, that was Copywriting Essentials. What is it and how do you get into it? So now you know exactly what copywriting is and what copywriting is not, and that can help you as a copywriter or marketer compel your prospect to take consistent and reliable action, move them toward the destination that you want them to go to, or at least motivate them by persuading them and changing their minds, or at the very least, securing their attention. And this will help you when it comes down to losing all those future sales just for the temporary pleasure of short-term profits. Okay, in my next video, I'm going to go into part 2 of attention-stealing headlines, specifically how you can use subheadlines to really take over the selling process. And I'm going to show you probably the coolest trick you'll ever see when it comes down to writing subheadlines, and that will create a little mini sales letter inside of a sales letter. I can't wait to show it to you. So until that day arrives, be sure to comment below, like, share, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff, and be sure to ring the bells for notifications so you can be notified the moment that video drops and all of the future videos like it, because I know that you're going to want to stick around here and learn more about copywriting and selling online. Until that day comes, I am John Benson, and I'm here to help make you unignorable.